Okay, one way to transition to the S mount, especially if the guy's doing a good job of framing, one way I like to attack the elbows, because in order to get high mount, I need to be able to get his elbows away from his body. So one way I do that is if he's doing a good job of hiding his elbow inside, I'll shoot my knee down and inside his elbow. Like that. It'll pop. Then I can attack the elbow by shooting my hand in behind the elbow to my own elbow. Then my fingers on the mat, I open my arm and walk my fingers. See the spider walk. Now once his arm is up near his head, I like to grab the top of the head and pinch my elbow to trap his arm. Now I can focus on opening the other side. It should be a lot easier now because it's one arm. Same thing. Hand inside behind the elbow, walk the fingers. Once both hands are controlled, I'll bring my knees up. See, pinching my knees. Now I'm going to transfer my weight to one side, straighten the other side's leg, but one thing I don't want to do, which I'm being nice to him right now, is I want to try to keep my weight on my butt while I transfer that. You see that? And I never let go of his head. I'm lifting his head the whole time. That makes it very difficult for him to bridge. If I do this with his head down, he can put his head on the mat and bridge harder, which he still probably won't escape, but I like making it as tight as possible, because that sucks, doesn't it, Justin? Now, once I get here, there are many different ways he can defend his arms. One of the most common is he will hug the arm closest to me and hide his hand. And there are a couple ways that I like to deal with this. If I'm here in the normal armbar position, trying to get this is going to be very difficult to break. So one thing I can do is I can attack the wrist on the inside, and especially if he's gripping my gi maybe, a lot of times the guy will grab my gi here. I can attack the wrist, open, switch the sides and trap it with my body. Almost like I'm putting him into a Kimura or an omoplata. Now from here, my hands will shoot to the wrist, grip my own gi, then I just step over the head, pinch my knees, and attack the arm. I can also attack wrist locks here, or Kimuras here. And I don't even have to lock the whole Kimura up. I like to grab the elbow, just move the arm. One other thing that I can do, say I'm having a very hard time just attacking his wrist, maybe he's hiding his hand well. What I can do is I'll pull this hand here, that's right through, out, but not all the way out. There's a little hole right here that I'll take my hand out, come through the hole, all the way deep to my elbow, come over top of his hand, grip his tricep. You see? Then here, I will work on tightening the position. I'll cinch his arm. I like to tighten this up and lift his shoulder. That makes it harder for him to turn his body and his hand. A lot of times he'll be trying to grip my leg here or my pants. So I'll hold the wrist, kick, and then cinch over his hand. You see, now it's going to be very difficult for him to defend this arm. I'm going to take my free hand, post on the mat near his head. I'm going to transfer my weight to my hand, spin, and pinch my knees. Now, whenever I attack the armbar, I like to make sure I fall toward his legs, including with his hand inside. That keeps him for a hitchhiker. I see a lot of people fall to the top side like this, and I'm pulling him directly into a hitchhiker, and he's going to spin out. So I like to fall toward here with the hand inside. So